Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about operators and loops, actually. Conditionals, not loops. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. To actually understand operators, we're going to need to use not loops, I keep saying loops, conditionals. So we're going to start with conditionals first. Conditionals are like if, else, elif, and yeah, there's a bunch of them. If you have programming experience with another, programming language, it might be else if, but in Python it's elif, E-L-I-F. So let's start with if, because it's the most simplest. I'm going to create a variable called var. I don't know why I keep doing that, but var equals 100. If var equals, make sure you put 2 equal signs. What that means is if you put 1, you're making the number you put, in this case 100, and onto that variable, so then the variable becomes 100. But we're checking to make sure if it's 100, so we have to put 2 equal signs for that. So if var equals 100, make sure you put that colon at the end and hit enter. And you might notice that there's a bit of a gap between the beginning of the line and that. Let's call it an indent. Without an indent, it won't run in the code. So I'm gonna remove the indent and I'm gonna put like print hello. Yeah, then it gives an error. Indentation error, expected indented block. You can press the tab key. You can press the tab key on your PC, whatever you're using, or you can just do that. Or tab is also 4 spaces, so if you don't have a tab key or something, you can press space 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now if you run this, hello. If we make this like 95, it won't run anything. However, if we want to make it do something when it's 95, we put an elif loop. Elif is kind of like an if, except it's like a double statement. If it doesn't match the conditions for the if, it'll run the elif. So elif var equals 95. Print elif is equal to 95. I don't know why I did not do that for the other one, but who cares? Run it. Elif is equal to 95. But let's say we went to 94. If you want to know, it wouldn't run. However, okay, that's weird, another however. But however, instead of writing another elif, you can write an else. What an else does is if it matches nothing, like since there's an if and elif, if it doesn't match any of these search criteria, it'll run the else. So else print var is equal to, and now here's another useful function you can do. Outside of the quotations, you can put a comma and then type in the name of the variable, which is var. So then if we run this, var is equal to 94. There are other things called loops, which I keep mixing these up with. And we're going to talk about loops in another video. But I'm just going to show you what they are. There are, this one is a bit complicated. There's try, except, and yeah, these are like I don't know if this is gonna be too complicated, but try, except, and there is while. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but we're not gonna talk about those in this video. Now, the two main types of operators we're gonna focus in this is arithmetic operators and logical operators. The logical operators are and, or, and not. The arithmetic operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. First, let's get into logical operators. So instead of writing another elif, you can just go into the if, and if var equals 100, or var equals 94, then it'll print hello. And hello. You can also do 93. It won't run. You can just copy this and then I pressed the wrong key. Copy it, paste it, and then it's 93. Then it will run. Wait, oof. Wait, oh, I forgot the and. Sorry, guys. And. What? Oh, I did and. Sorry. I keep messing this up. Or. Yes, okay. And you might have just seen, I just showed you another one of these logical operators. And. So I'm just going to create variable 2 equals 67. And if var equals, I'm just going to delete all of this. So then it'll just be if var equals 93. Okay. And then comes and var 2 equals 67. It is equal to 67, so then it'll print hello. Again, you can make this 50, and it wouldn't work. So that's not exactly all of the operators. The last logical operator is not. So as you see, it won't run hello, the if code. But if I did not, wait, okay, I messed up. So if, I'm just gonna delete this one. If var 2 does not equal 67, it'll print hello. And so it'll print hello, cause var 2, variable 2, is not equal to 67. If you made it 50, then the code wouldn't run. There you go. So now that we finished logical operators, comes arithmetic operators. You might know that arithmetic it means math, and you're right. There are a lot of actual arithmetic operators in Python, but we'll be talking about the 5 most popular ones throughout. So there is plus, minus. Wait, no, not plus minus. Plus minus. Multiplication. Multiplication is shift 8. Multiplication, division is a slash, a forward slash. And then there's modulus, and modulus is the percent sign, which is shift 5. So now we can do variable, not variable, I'm not going to do that again. Okay, code is equal to 55. And then update code, add 1 to code. I guess that's too long, but it'll still work. Add 1 to code. It's gonna be hard to write. Add 1 to code is equal to code plus 55. 55 plus 55 equals 110. So then if we printed add 1 to code, that would print 110. Just like that, you could also do inside the print, you could do 55 plus 75000. This is gonna be a really big number. And with this, you could technically solve any operation ever made, except it. I mean, if you put like a too big of a number, your Google or whatever you're using might crash, but yeah. It's gonna be really hard to make it crash because you have to put like a billion digit stuff, yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna get into subtraction. Just the exact same thing. Now if we print it, add 1 to code, it should print 0. Wait for it. 0. Okay. So now if I made this like 47, it works still. Now you can also do multiplication, which will actually kind of print a big number, but 2585, yeah. And then there's division. Oof. And then there's division. And that's okay, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna solve that in my brain now. It would take me like 20 minutes. Okay. So then comes modulus, which is the percent sign. And that's 8. And if you don't know how to solve this, I have no idea how you solve it. Google it. Google is always there to help you. Okay, 2. Then you can just Google it up, or you just go to, there's a website I usually use, and it's called Stack Overflow. You might know about it too. So if I just Google my problems, it would just, the first tab is usually Stack Overflow, but if there's no Stack Overflow for you, just go on stackoverflow.com and Google it in here. It's completely free. You can sign up to ask your own questions if there's no one who thought of that exact same question you had. I actually don't have Stack Overflow thing because I usually use, like, most of my questions are already answered. But maybe it's not for you. You can use Stack Overflow then. Okay, so we have finished arithmetic operators. And we have also finished logical operators. There are actually much more operators, but as I said in the first video, this is all basics. It's not like we're digging in deep and going advanced. This is only like small, not small stuff, but yeah. Also in the next video, we will be creating a big calculator that can solve any equation other than, like I said, equation that'll make Google crash or whatever you're using. Okay, so, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.